So we know that cloud computing is one of the fastest growing industries in the world. And social commerce really is the new e-commerce. So what we're going to talk about when we get to these 2 points is how you can use technology to have the do-it-together success model, to be able to save money, to be able to save time, to be more efficient. And social commerce is how we're going to bring this together as a marketing community, what social commerce can actually create for you when it comes to marketing your business. So when we talk about that into the top 5 reasons why do-it-together marketing is going to succeed, is we're going to turn it from a failure into a success. So all those things we talked about before about why do-it-yourself marketing is not succeeding, the opposite side of that is we're going to talk about why do-it-together is successful. You're spending little time completing your marketing functions, you can afford the marketing services you need, you can access the experience you need to create effective activity, and you can connect to the marketing service providers you need. So this is what we're going to enable you to do. And what that's going to mean for your business is that the customers are going to go the other way. The customers are going to come to you. And a really nice example of this about businesses coming together and working together is you look at what Small Business Saturday did for retailers. National sales jumped 27%. For small retailers across that time. So that's just one example of the way that small businesses can work together to get marketing success, and we're about to talk about a lot more. So let's talk about using technology for success. So obviously the use of low-cost web-based online tools is an absolute key to your success. You know, there's so many, in the past you've had to do a lot of things yourself, it's taken a lot of time, it's taken a lot of money. Every day there are these new online tools that are coming out that are making it super, super efficient for you to do your marketing, both from a time perspective and from a money perspective. Now when you look at the marketing mix, there's a lot to consider. There's a lot of different things you can be doing, from promotions to internet advertising, to how you're actually going to manage your marketing overall, to simple printing, social media. So we'll look at all of those, and I'm going to come up with just a few examples of things you need to start thinking about. So you've really got to start thinking about your core functions, the things that you're doing for your marketing business, and is there a technology out there at the moment, an online tool that you can use. So what Mogulfish will actually do is we have a lot of these guys on our site, we pre-approve them, we make sure that they're the price range you guys can afford and the best at what they do, and we help you come in there and use them. So some of the technology that reduces time needed is, when we talk about management, there's a great thing called Shoeboxed, and that's about you can scan your receipts and your business cards, so you don't have to be doing that as laboriously as before. Through to things like Dropbox, so putting all your files on cloud servers means it takes it off your server. That thing's fantastic. Every time that you pass it on to somebody else, you get 250 megabytes worth of free space. The prices are very, very minimal. Square is a great thing where you can scan credit cards on your mobile device. Just because of time, I'm going to jump down to printing. You know, obviously the way that technology works with printing is you can go to all these sites, get quotes straight away, reduce your printing straight away. So how does technology help you afford the marketing you need? Well, again, you know, email I'm not going to touch on because I'd like to think everybody understands the email options out there. Social media, you know, you can do anything from, I don't know if you know sponsored tweets, but you can get Kim Kardashian to send a tweet for you if you want. Now, that wouldn't be for many businesses, but in the past, what would it take to actually go and get her to do that would be a huge, very expensive, time-consuming thing. Now you just go to sponsored tweets and you actually pay her to send out a tweet to 1 million plus people. SocialLog is a fantastic new social media management tool which is coming out in the next couple of weeks. I definitely recommend that you keep your eye out on that. And things like Foursquare is obviously really great about getting people to buy things together. When we talk about website building, you've got things like Wix where you can build a brand new website for free. I mean, this is an amazing program. It doesn't cost you thousands of dollars if you need a simple website. Zendesk allows you to manage all your customer service very, very simply through one platform. And GoDataFeed for the retailers that sell online is a really simple, fantastic service where it'll send your products from your website into all the comparative shopping websites. So it'll go into Google Shopping, Yahoo Shopping, Bing Shopping. And it's a fantastic way just to get very, very easily get your products out there without having to go to all these guys individually. To access the experience you need, education, there's so many great resources out there that'll you can automate. CRM obviously is a very, very extreme management system, but it's very good for your bigger guys. And creative. 99 Designs is the only one I'll mention here because of time. But if you don't know it, you should be looking at 99 Designs and the crowd surfing for your design options, where you pay $250 and you get 50, 60 designs back. And you get to pick one and you only have to pay that guy. Using technology to connect you to the marketing service providers that you need. You know, things like public relations, you don't have to go to these guys individually. All these services are great to go to them all. Internet advertising, again, just one place. And mobile, you know, there's so many business apps out there. There's all these guys that just enable you to use these guys and understand why. So I've just touched on technology. There's so much out there, as you can see what I've talked about. Mogulfish will really help you identify what's right for your business, and you really need to be using these guys if you want to cut down on the time and the money and the effectiveness of what you're doing when you're doing your own marketing. Now, social commerce for do-it-together marketing. So if you don't know what social commerce means, it's about social interactions and user contributions to assist the online buying of products and services. Now, when that comes to marketing, what we do on Mogulfish is we help you understand what to do by service referrals and marketing recommendations. So we'd come to you and say, hey, New York City Restaurant Week's on next week. This is what we think you should do. Here's some great marketing options for you to take. So it helps cut down the time it takes to really work out what you're supposed to be doing with credible people telling you what to do. You can use social commerce to afford the marketing you need. Now, this is a very important part of the service we do. We do group buying for marketing services and marketing packages. So if you have something that you need, we may have 20 businesses who need the same thing. So we go to our third-party vendor partners and we get you big discounts. So we launch our deals next week. So we've got things up to 90% off their retail price because we're bringing them bulk customers. And that's across every type of marketing service there is out there. Group promotions is when we talk about cooperative programs. So we look at the opportunities out there and then see as you as a group how you can run those together. So instead of trying to reach the same customer with individual marketing and paying a lot of money for it, we'll come up with ideas for you guys actually to promote together so you guys can share the cost and also increase your reach by actually reaching out to each other's customers. So there's a range of fantastic ideas that we've got that you'll start to see next week, but this is unlimited, the type of stuff that you do. And the savings that you get will be at least 50%, if not 75% off your cost of doing it yourself. Then you use social commerce to access the experience you need to create effective activity. So like I said, it's all about sharing ideas. What's great out there, what works, what are the opportunities that are coming out, what are the trends that work, what's coming up around the city that you can leverage. And we really work as a community to give you those opportunities and understand what's right for your business. And in open forums, of course, you know, you can chat just to people in your area about what's going on, what's going to help you. So finally, for social commerce, you know, it's got to connect the marketing to you to the marketing services that provides your needs. So Mogulfish, we don't provide most of the services. Most of the services are from third-party vendors that we've spent months and months and months and months venting, finding out who is the best at what they do, who's affordable, who's going to be right for someone like the small business marketer who has to do it themselves. So together, you're going to connect to these guys. You're going to get savings by buying them together. You're going to do the right thing by helping each other pick the right thing to do. And you've got to save a lot of time because you're just having to come through one website resource. So to conclude, I apologise that I've been racing through this, but 20 minutes isn't a lot of time. And I could talk about this stuff for hours. So do-it-yourself marketing. So really what you're going to do if you go from do-it-yourself to do-it-together is you're going to spend little time or less time completing your marketing functions. It's going to help you afford the marketing services you need. It's going to access the experience you need to create effective activity. And you're going to connect to the marketing service providers that you need. And we do this through things like technology, social commerce are the two main catalysts for making this happen. And then your marketing community, as I said, is imperative to create the marketing community, the marketing partners you want to work with, the small businesses that are going to help you, the educators that are telling you the right things. And then, of course, you. It's still do it yourself, it's still you, but it's just going to be you doing it together. And there really is, to do the sales pitch to the end, there is only one do-it-together marketing specialised service, and that is Mogulfish, and we're free to join. So we definitely hope that you come by, see our table, sign up, and we can't wait to work with you.